You pull him out of my yard, you can go f yourself. You got.
These old racists always look like 20 miles of bad road. She dropped ends and thought what was going to happen. He was going to disappear. She actually sounded like she was going to have a heart attack and looked like she needed a diaper change. Racism is literally ugly. Shout out to all the subscribers and the members here on the channel. Don't forget to like the video. My name is Reese Waters, and this is Racist of the Week. We explore the stupidity and hypocrisy of discrimination in hopes we can build a more perfect union. And also laugh. As usual, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Racism. And of course, if you have any nominees, you can drop them in the comments. You can email me at admin@reesewaters.com. Ohio. Now I gotta holler at you. I gotta holler at you. I thought we was doing good. Huh? I thought we was doing good, Ohio. Y'all got James Harden to show up for the playoffs. Everybody excited for the Bengals. I thought we was doing good. And what do I see?
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Former Trump campaign manager screams ends at black neighbor while in her pajamas, marches back demanding he delete the video. He didn't, and it just cost her everything. And here you see the photos. While she not under the bridge. A city official in Mentor, Ohio hurled a racist slur along with a few other profanities at her black neighbor over the placement of yard markers. Video shows Kathy Miller, a former Trump campaign manager and a member of Mentor's Board of Building and Zoning Appeals, tore into the man as she removed stakes from his front yard.
You pull him out of my yard, you can go f yourself. You got.
Mentor Police is gonna love this. You know that, right? You're in their files already. I'm so glad. That's good. That's good. That's rich. You're real mature.
Delete it.
You're going a lot of places.
Delete it.
You're going places.
Delete it.
Who gonna say it? Who gonna say it? I thought we threw mama from the train, Owen. You ain't break me. You ain't break me. That much hate made her forget she had a bad knee. Maybe that's why her knee was bad. Maybe she got some bad care at an integrated facility.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
These old racists always look like 20 miles of bad road. She dropped ends and thought what was going to happen. He was going to disappear. She actually sounded like she was going to have a heart attack and looked like she needed a diaper change. Racism is literally ugly. Oh, Ohio, y'all need pull-ups? Huh? We got some. Hey, next time my family go down there, we'll drop y'all off some pull-ups. I thought this was an AI of the penguin. The penguin moved better than that. The penguin moved better than that. We couldn't have had a whole movie built around a penguin moving like that.
He's right, you know.
That's the way the cracker crumbles. I think that's the winner right there. I think that's the winner. And it was clean. It didn't take me to the Porta John.
Huh?
Visibly agitated and wearing what appeared to be slippers and pajamas, she yelled, "You can go F yourself, wow. She did multiples. She did a whole racist combo move.
You're saying I could be a lawyer.
I'm saying you're a football player. It's in your blood.
That's racist.
Your soul.
That's racist.
Mentor police are going to love this. You know that, right? You're in their files, responded the resident as he filmed her returning to her property. That's rich. You're real mature. You're going a lot of places. Well, sadly, in Trump's America, she can. Huh? How about that?
So true.
As the implications of his words sank in, Miller stopped short before reaching her front door and returned to the man, ordering him to delete the video. He didn't listen. The embarrassing footage circulated across social media and made its way to City Hall. Ma'am, so you realize what you had said and tried to double back and get him to delete the footage. Now, here's a question I have. Would you have still wanted him to delete the footage if you didn't drop ends? Because he would still have footage of you walking around in public like that. You know, that decision was already made. Ohio, I'll say it again, biggest asshole in America. She's not an anomaly. She's the preferred Ohio citizen. With a few more videos like this, she could probably run for governor. Hey, Ohio, see, Ohio, I told you, this was gonna happen. I told y'all clean y'all act up, and this was gonna happen. Y'all let this lady be on the board.
You know, f***ed up, right?
Kathy Miller is 50% of the women in Ohio. I don't agree with that, because if that was the case, I would smell something when I went down there, and I don't.
That's cold-blooded.
Watching this on mute is killing me. Sagging draws. Cause you said sagging drawers. Now you got me feeling dirty. Where I'm, you made me look down there.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
All right, Ohio. Y'all see what the people saying? They saying this is who you are. So how y'all want to handle it?
Well, we're waiting.
The city of Mentor is aware of the video circulating on social media containing a racially motivated statement made by a member of the Board of Building and Zoning Appeals. This is a volunteer, non-elected position whose members do not speak on behalf of or represent in any way the views of the city. Her behavior does not reflect the values of our community and is indefensible under any and all circumstances. Now, wait a minute, Mentor, wait a minute. You said her views does not reflect the community. Now, this woman was allowed to volunteer for this position, but you knew who she was, didn't you? Huh? You knew exactly who she was, didn't you? Huh? No, I don't mean penguin. Shocker, Kathy Miller, the same MAGA lunatic who just got caught screaming ends at her black neighbor, was already openly racist in 2016. Quote, no racism before Obama, and black people only have themselves to blame. I guess nothing changed. What? A history of racism and on the board. Ohio, no!
Any African Americans? Well, that's a smaller percentage of our population, and I don't think that many. I'm sure there were some, but I don't know if they were voting.
Let her keep going. Okay, I'll let her go. By the way, you might want to pan down. I want to see if there'd be any changes in the ensuing years.
I don't think there was any racism until Obama got elected.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Now, you know, with the people with the guns and shooting up neighborhoods and not being responsible citizens,
I think that.
that's the philosophy that Obama has perpetuated on America.
She said, we didn't have no racism before. So slavery wasn't racism, that wasn't Jim Crow, none of that was separate but equal, none of the redlining, none of that was, it all started in, or does she think Obama is from the 1700s? They said, is that what y'all teach in Ohio? Obama came over in the original settlement and set up racism? Is that what? And then started talking about people running around shooting each other. That's the racism that, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. It's like you took a basket of racist tropes and just mixed them all up. And now we got no racism since Obama because all the gangbangers out here shooting each other with racism since Obama. I don't, wow. To think, you know, the draws was the cleanest part about all of this. And this lady had the nerve to talk about, we're talking about voters, somebody with this mind. Oh, they make sure they vote.
And if you're black and you haven't been successful in the last 50 years, it's your own fault.
Run that video of her again with the yard signs.
You pull him out of my yard.
Is this what you would call successful? Huh? I'm just wondering, is this, whose fault is this? Huh? Whose fault is that? Is that why you were mad at the sign? Because it was a mirror? Because it was a mirror, is that why you mad?
They got into schools without the same grades as a white kid. So I think that when we look at the last 50 years, where are we?
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Having unwed babies, kids that don't go through high school. I mean, when do they take responsibility for how they live?
Run the video again? Yep, run the video again.
You pull him out of my yard.
And that was you going into somebody else's property and messing up their property. So you don't even allow them to take responsibility for how they live, do you? You have to interject yourself. Now, what does that tell you? I don't even got to talk about the historical record. We can just talk about you.
Because if people have jobs and go to work and do what they're supposed to do, there is no racism.
Somebody told a lie one day.
A lot of black people around here might disagree with you on that.
Well, that's because they're not going to work.
But wait, there's more.
Do you not think people would find what you're saying there a bit offensive?
I don't care. It's the truth.
Now, just so we're clear, you get to dictate whether or not there is racism without any input or consideration from any other groups. That's up to you to decide whether or not there's racism without a hint of irony. That is the mind. And you wonder, right? Because you're like, how in the world could Donald Trump, with all his so visible faults, be elevated? Huh? And then Ohio, this was out years ago. So what was y'all, I'm trying to figure out, because y'all said not reflective of the community, but this is who y'all let represent Mentor, Ohio. That's right.
But wait, there's more.
Despite her volunteering, Miller did receive some compensation for each meeting attended. According to an investigation by local station WKYC3, Miller received 31 payments totaling $1,550 in gross pay through April 2026. In a statement provided to the station, the city of Mentor called her actions indefensible. Indefensible. You mean like having this lady on payroll? You mean that kind of indefensible, Mentor? You mean that kind of indefensible? And I'm surprised at y'all. Because y'all like to defend this kind of behavior, don't you, Mentor, Ohio? Oh, we've been here before. No, we've been here before with the councilman who brought a full pajama set and a pillow down to the Buffalo Wild Wings after he dropped ends. He went to sleep.
What do you mean by that?
In September 2024, former city councilman Scott Marn called a black man a slur in a parking lot dispute, prompting him to hit Marn with a full bottle of melatonin. After pleading guilty to felony assault, the man was sentenced to 4 to 6 years in prison. Meanwhile, Marn refused to step down for using the slur despite a formal request from the city council. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me this dude right here?
Flashback.
Information tonight about how a Mentor councilman ended up bleeding on the ground after a fight outside of Buffalo Wild Wings last September.
Was it over the sauces? Was it over the sauce? Because sometimes I've seen things get testy inside B-dubs when they don't want, you know what I mean? They don't want to give you, you know, when they sell you on that hot sauce and they don't want to give none of that ranch. You know what I mean? I've seen that.
For months, News 5 asked for a detailed police narrative about the day Councilman Scott Marn was beat up. Today, News 5's Clay Lepard got those answers from police documents and Marn himself.
Ohio. Is this normal for your news anchors to say beat up? Like, it's sad. It's sad. I'm sorry. Maybe I don't watch enough news. When did news anchors start saying beat up? There might be a future for us, Ohio. I'm gonna be honest. There might beat up.
Newly released detailed police paperwork paints a picture of what happened outside this Mentor Buffalo Wild Wings on September 7th. Witnesses detail how the N-word was thrown around repeatedly after Mentor councilman Scott Marn and his wife Wendy got into a fight with then 26-year-old Tony Q. Jackson Davis over how fast Jackson Davis may have been driving in the parking lot.
What was the origin of the ends? Because that's gonna go a long way. That's gonna go a long way. Let's get that clear.
We were walking from the car and he came flying through the parking lot.
Does she sound like a credible witness? Honestly, does she sound like a credible witness? I don't think she could be trusted to tell you what she's wearing in that moment. And certainly not what she ate or drank.
The police report details how Wendy Marn told police that Councilman Marn called Davis the N-word.
It's like I'm sorry. Okay. He did.
Okay.
Then Councilman Scott Marn was involved in an incident outside of Mentor Buffalo Wild Wings where, according to his own wife on police body cam footage, he used a slur against Tony Jackson Davis. Multiple witnesses corroborated to police Marn's own statement to News 5, including telling Jackson Davis, "I'm not calling you an N, but you're acting like one." I'm not calling that a power nap, but it's looking like one. Mentor City Council introduced a resolution in February 2025 calling for Marn's resignation, citing gross misconduct and violation of his oath of office. He refused. He served out his term and retired voluntarily on January 2nd of 2026. So you mean to tell me you let this man retire voluntarily after he just refused? If I was Jackson Davis, I would have refused jail. Can he just refuse jail? Is that how that works? I think his lawyer got a good case because he said he retired voluntarily in the parking lot. When he laid down, he retired. That was voluntary. We can all agree on that.
3 News investigators learned a Mentor board member has resigned after a video on social media shows her using a racial slur during a confrontation with a resident. That board member is Kathy Miller, a volunteer on the city's Building and Zoning Appeals Board. In a statement, the city says her behavior is, quote, indefensible and does not reflect the city or the community.
Oh, she resigned. She resigned. Okay. So she on that Scott Martin then. She on the Scott Martin program.
Man, this some more bullshit.
The city of Mentor has accepted the resignation of a volunteer board member after a video surfaced online in which she's allegedly heard using racial slurs during an argument with a resident. Katie Miller was appointed to Mentor's Board of Building and Zoning Appeals in May of 2023. 3 News Investigates has not independently verified the authenticity of the video circulating on social media, but city officials say they cited the same footage when deciding to remove her from her position. I would say that resignation is all the verification you need. That would be the verification. That's all I need. Kathy, why you can't stand on your racism? Why you can't stand on your racism? Look, we know that the racism was not a reason for you to feel any degree of shame. We know that because of how you was talking years ago. Was it the pants? That's why you resigned?
Brother, what's that?
Was that why you really wanted him to delete the footage? It was, yeah, that makes sense. That makes more sense. Because we know you don't got no shame over the racism. And we certainly know that Mentor in Ohio got no shame over the racism either. Because she was in that position after we had heard all of that.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
And now that I think about it, it says she was in building and zoning. Well, what part of that is going into somebody else's property? Huh? What you got somebody in zoning who don't believe in personal space? How that work? Well, on the bright side, this bodes pretty well for the Democrats in the governor's race. Vivek, I know you love to deny racism. Where you at with this here?
If he becomes the governor of Ohio, you have solidified Vivek's political career for the rest of his life in America. He's not going away.
Exactly.
This is the chance to say, no, never, ever go back home. Get out of our country. You were born in America, sure, by days. Your dad hates our country, never took the time to become a citizen. You're an anchor baby. Your family built their wealth by robbing white people with miracle drugs that you knew were not going to be viable. You became a billionaire. You paid your way onto every podcast. You've been lying. You've been deceiving. And this is not American. You are not American. You are a Hindu. You are a polytheist. You are a false idol worshiper. Go home. Get out of our country. I don't care about you quoting Thomas Jefferson. I don't care about you pretending to honor the founders. This is America. We wear shoes in this country. We eat beef in this country. We worship Christ exclusively in this country. We don't rob people of their wealth in this country. Get the hell out. That's the proper response.
It be your own people, Vivek. It be your own people. Hey, Joel Webbin, I've seen a lot of barefoot people in America. I'm just saying. No, they wasn't Indian. I seen some bare feet across America. Let's make that clear. Yeah, in Ohio too. Oh yeah, Ohio too. Vivek, you wanna? No, the opener said the same thing.
Our country was founded by Christians on Christian values for Christians. All right. And if you are denying that, then you are doing something fundamentally different than our founders had envisioned. This is a Christian country, and no, Hindus should not hold public office. Absolutely not. Christless conservatism is what has destroyed our nation, and we are done with it. Christ is king, and we must not permit demon worshipers to hold public office in our nation.
Demons? You talking about like Gargamel or something like that? Talking about demons. Vivek. This your base? This your base? You want to bet who they voted for?
Like Vivek Haji. What's
Ramaswamy.
I said it.
He's Indian.
Wow. He's Indian. I like Johnny Quest. But the point was, saying Haji real quick, just to cover that. No, I don't want him to be president.
Right.
It's America.
Yeah.
It's America. Okay. But anyways, yeah, and he's Hindu.
Right.
He is Haji. He's not wearing the turban, but he's Hindu. I stand by Haji. So anyways, Vivek, like he's going to say God and pass it off.
Yep.
Because he knows he's in America with, at least nominal Christian audience.
And because he went to a Catholic school. So he knows what he's saying when he says that to Americans. He knows what he is connoting.
But he'll say God a lot more than he's going to say 100%, Jesus.
100%.
Whereas J.D. Vance, who's Catholic, now, to be fair, isn't he married to a Hindu?
Yeah.
He's married to a female Haji.
You know how deep in the racist bag you got to go to be talking about Johnny Quest? I ain't thought about that show since I left my babysitter in 1987. Johnny Quest? That's how... Vivek, fight back. Are you want to acknowledge this? Call it what it is.
As well, I've already been talking to a few prospective candidates. I was sitting next to Emily, who asked me what my favorite state was. Was it Ohio, where I'm from? And I said, Ohio's a good state. I can't say it's the best state. She said, I can tell you what's the best state. It's Indiana, where she's from. So it's the cussedness of the Hillsdale student, but...
Oh, no, he cooked. He cooked. Hey, Vivek, while you going down, I got a campaign manager for you. Uh-huh. No, she hate black people, too. Hey, look for bare feet and sagging pants.
You pull him out of my yard, you can go.
Now, I want to take a moment to wish all you guys out there a very happy Father's Day. But can we talk about these gifts for a second? I mean, really, the disrespect. The disrespect. Giving me a tie for Father's Day? Y'all know I work from home. Y'all know I work from home. What you trying to insult me? And a tie is literally just a leash for corporate America. It's either that or a multi-tool. I got a multi-tool last year. Do I look like I know what to do with a multi-tool? A hammer, screwdriver, pliers, a wire stripper? Do I look like I know what any of those words mean? And if it's not the tools, then you know it gotta be a grill, because the world just thinks the dad's ultimate fantasy is standing over an open flame in 95-degree weather, sweating into a brisket while everybody else is inside in the AC eating the food that he cooked, which if it's me, he undercooked. Y'all trust me around meat? Y'all trust me around meat? Well, why the grill stuff then? Then why the grill stuff? That is not a vacation. That is an unpaid shift at a steakhouse. Do I even look like I serve edible meat? Pause. But when you strip away all of the commercialized junk, Father's Day is a beautiful moment, isn't it? Because we live in a culture that loves to trivialize the role of a dad or paint it like we're the secondary bumbling character in the family sitcom, which we always are. But let's be for real. The importance of true fatherhood cannot be overstated. It's about presence. It's about being the anchor in a world that is constantly trying to drift our children out to sea. And particularly for Black fathers, doing this job right is a radical act, because we live in a society with a historical narrative that tries to rip the family structure apart, a narrative that loves to focus on who isn't there. But the reality I see every single day is a legion of men who are locked in, stepped up, and entirely devoted to their kids. Men who are breaking generational cycles of silence, learning how to show emotional vulnerability, and teaching their sons and daughters how to navigate a world that won't always be kind. As a dad, you're your child's first blueprint. You show them what security feels like. You show them what respect looks like, the way you love their mother, the way you handle failure, the way you stand back up when life knocks you down. They're downloading all of it. They're watching how you walk so they can figure out how to step. It's an exhausting job. It's a thankless job a lot of the time, full of sleepless nights, silent sacrifices, and worrying about things you can't control. And you don't get a trophy or a standing ovation. But the payoff is watching a child walk out into the world with their chest out and their head high, because they know deep down in their bones that they have a father who has their back. That kind of confidence is armor, and you gave them that. And maybe, just maybe, you get to see that child pass on those lessons to their son, daughter, niece, nephew, or mentee, because that presence and leadership role transcends bloodlines. I know. Where do you think Waters comes from? So to every man out there holding down the fort, showing up for the games, listening to the problems, and quietly building a foundation for the next generation to stand on, don't underestimate the power of your presence. You are the culture shifting in real time. Keep pushing, keep loving, and know that your work matters. Bipartisan chaos requires unanimous love.